Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of
But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Jones making the catch is Sternberger. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. The open man is Westbrook. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And going right back to Westbrook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Now Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Laviska Shenault, the intended target.
And now it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Jones. Back to the air on second down.
He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And he will have a Jaguars first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Jones now. Off the play fake. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Laviska Shenault, the intended target.
And it's second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Jones to throw on 3rd down.
A pass underneath for Fournette.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
To throw on third down, Jones. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
They'll start with the option.
First down and more for Jackson as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson now.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Raven.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, he'd had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
Field goal, a 51-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
7. Ravens 3.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor? Is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare for things. And some things you just can't prepare for. If you're coming from a warm weather site, you can't make it cold enough like it is here in this ball game. But what you can do is just tell the guys, dress for the weather, and then play like we always play. And as the game goes along, typically those guys out there playing, you warm up enough that it really shouldn't affect you quite the same way. Now, if that's all you talk about, if you put that in the heads of your players, it'll affect them in a big way.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Ferguson. Lamar Jackson sacked.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Ravens 3.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1. This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
On the option, it's Jackson.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing third and goal.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Ravens 6.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2. Brings
Off play action. Jones. He completes it to Westbrook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He was
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
It's third down.
Here's Jones on third down.
This is Shenault on the receiving end.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who could run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown.
Jackson's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 41-yard line.
Jackson going to tuck it down on the option.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Jackson going to run again.
6 yards there on the keeper and second down.
But that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
At the 33-yard line.
Jackson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Miles Jack.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
9, Jaguars 7.
So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times it's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now Jones on first down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And the football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll move the chains. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wild Card matchup as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the third quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 3 yards all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense 1st down and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
On the run, it's Fournette. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 37. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a gain of 6.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got Sternberger.
Jones pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Connection made with Shenault.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
From the gun, Jones. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jalen Ferguson, his 2nd sack of the night.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help the team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
On for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9.
10. Ravens 9.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Jackson's going to look to run it.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll go option to the short side, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. from 10 yards out. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson now, operating from the gun, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Making the catch is Sternberger. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. Open man right side is Shark. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Ravens 7.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Easy on the coverage.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
Jaguars 10.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Their own 24-yard line.
But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company.
With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
And his throw here is incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And it's incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And the Jaguars send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And here now the offense heading back out there. Can't officially call this a win for them yet, but it's looking good to move on to the divisional round. They'll be on the road, of course, as an underdog. But the age-old question, would you rather have the momentum they're going to have or sitting at home with a bye? I'm sure you'd probably rather have the bye.
You remember that conference call we had before the playoffs started? We were talking with some people in the industry and some of the coaches that are out there. And we kind of posed the same question. You know, if you're coming off of a game like this, you know, and you're taking on a team that had that open week, which way do you want to go? And you remember the answer they gave us? I want the better team. Okay, I get it. But I think there's a lot to having that momentum of having played versus coming off of that layoff because maybe you start a little bit slower. We see those upsets happen all the time.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
32-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
This time Jackson will throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Jackson past the 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 42 yards, and the Ravens will add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones,
that's once again complete to Chark.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Jaguars.
From the gun, Jones. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Come on, Russ, just call the call. We're going to play. Come on now.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not...
A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 42. 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Tucker now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And now back out comes the offense.
And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
Jones now throwing after the interception. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again, Jones. Underneath into the hands of Sternberger. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second.
Now Jones. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
From the gun, Jones. Sharks got it left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
First down, Jaguars.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, Jones. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a third down.
And it's third down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll run on first down. Haywood. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll go back to Edwards on first down.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Brought down.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.